Not far from Washington, the Smithsonian Institution is collecting artifacts that will tell the 400-year story of African Americans. Lonnie Bunch is director of the National Museum of African American History.
We have started with 0 objects. We've now collected nearly 25,000 artifacts from all over the country.
This vest, worn by civil rights demonstrators in the 1960s, is already in the collection.
We had to believe that so much of the history and culture was in the basements, in the attics, in the homes of people, and what's been wonderful is that has proven true.
3, 2, 1, break ground.
Ground was broken for the museum earlier this year. It's set to open in 2015. Meanwhile, Michele Moresi and other curators are searching for more artifacts that describe periods of African American history and will speak to the museum's visitors.
The unique thing that we can do at the Smithsonian is present them with those real artifacts and make history real.
The museum acquired almost 40 items that belong to Harriet Tubman. In the mid-1800s, she helped hundreds of African American slaves reach freedom in the North through the secret route known as the Underground Railroad. The museum also received a shawl that belonged to Tubman.
The shawl that was given to her by Queen Victoria, who had invited her to come to the Queen's Jubilee, which she had declined, but she had given her the shawl as a recognition of who she was and what she had accomplished.
These slave shackles make the horrors of slavery real. Bunch says painful chapters of history must be told.
We hope that we will tell a story that on the one hand will make you angry about what happened to people, but on the other hand, it'll inspire you about the ability of America to perfect itself, to right a wrong.
When future generations hear these songs of pain and progress and struggle and sacrifice, I want them to see it as central and important part of our shared story.
African Americans in film and music will also be a permanent exhibit.
I need you so. But I'll never be happy till I make you happy too.
Curator Reece located items of the late singer and actress Lena Horne.
I'd love to have this for the collection.
Yes.
She was the first black performer to sign with a major Hollywood studio. Horne's daughter donated the entertainer's gowns. Reece says the arts have been a path out of oppression for many African Americans.
Particularly in the arts and entertainment and sports, it's been that agency to kind of get out of poverty or circumstances and make your way in the world.
This isn't a single African American story, but it's a story that that touches us all and that allows people, regardless of race, to see that they too are shaped by the African American experience.
The greatness of America is the right to protest for rights.
Soon this museum will give visitors more moments to discover the riches of African American history. Simkins, VOA News, Washington.